It's your drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course, watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there.
Trumpets rage. You'll always have a friend here at Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page. You can depend, he'll keep you safe, he'll keep it locked. Mike's weather page. Seen him lose a shoe. I've seen him chase storms there with Hunter and Louis too. But you know he'll keep you straight at 919 there every day. 1 million fans get it wrong and they're here in Mike's weather page.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Good morning. I'm back. We are here, ready to talk about Alex. Not Alex yet. It's PTC. Wasn't there a song back in the day? I'm down with PTC or something like that. I'm down with something like that. Oh my goodness! All right, so I'm sure we're having a little bit extra folks in here today. We'll try not to waste any time, but we always open up the show saying hello to a few folks that I can see. I only see 5 or 6 comments at a time, but let me turn up the volume a little bit more. There we go. So yeah, I missed yesterday. I'm sorry. We did a quickie little live. I was in Iowa yesterday. My goodness. So we went live on Wednesday, went to Iowa, had an amazing time with Tammy Kent and her crew from OSR, One Source Restoration. Met a lot of great employees and adjusters and workers there for her that go to storms, and it was a great retreat. I got to do one of my hurricane presentations that went very, very well, and they welcomed me. I really appreciate it. It was awesome learning behind the scenes storm, post-storm recovery, and what everything that I had no idea was involved over the years. You just wouldn't believe the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes when there's a storm, and people that are there to get life back to normal quickly. So that's what they do there. But it was a lot of fun. I'm back home, and we're going to talk tropics. We got a little messy system down there. I got the satellite above me. Up here, Louie. Look. Up here, Louie. Look. Right there. Louie's looking at the satellite. So, hey, Loretta Reed, what's up? Good morning. Karen from with Virginia from Green Cove. What's up, Christina? I see you. Ernesta from Kansas. I was just in Kansas. I was at Kansas City Airport. That airport is old. Jim Parker, what's up, buddy? Getting ready to rain. Rose says I'm on 4K. Oh, God, I didn't comb my hair. AJ McCain. Doug Fruderman, what's up? YouTube's rocking and rolling. What's up, Ferguson down south? Adam, we got new people on YouTube's growing fast. We appreciate that. So this is Louie. He's the man. Sarah just woke up, so he's like wondering what the heck's going on with Sarah. Kids are home from school now, so if you hear any weird noises, it's not Ghost. It's not Ghost. It's remember, if you ever see me out in public, get a sticker. I keep them in my back pocket now. These are scattered up and down all of the East Coast, Florida, all the way down to the Turks and Caicos. There's stickers. We're gonna sticker the world. All right, so tropical storm warnings are up for Florida. Let's get right into it. Sorry I can't say hey to everybody. You know I love you. And I'm really not being rude. I just have to talk tropics. It's really hard to get to hi to everybody. You only get to see a few people at once. Hey, baby, you want to go outside? You go. Want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Now, don't judge Sarah's hair. She just woke up. Hurry up. Come on. I got to go. I got to talk tropics. We got PTC01 to talk about. So here's my little Sarah. She just woke up. She wanted to say hi to everybody. And look what the shirt she's got on. All right, there she is. Look down. Go down. Say right there. What do you say? What do you say? Hi. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, Coach Caitlin.
Hi, Coach Caitlin. Yeah. She was all excited when she woke up today. She goes, Daddy's back. All right, so here we go. Daily Brew brought to you by ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. It's Friday. We got tropical storm coming. Florida knows a good hurricane party. That's what we all grew up in Florida. You know, trust me, people get excited about storms. Just leave it at that. It's hurricane party time. If you're like middle Florida south, we got a lot of rain coming tonight for sure, and a lot tomorrow for sure. So hit your ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. Have a hurricane party. Have an extra one or two from me. Cheers. All right. Official stuff. Holy cow, we got rainfall maps to look at too. All right. Here's the latest. This is your latest NHC graphic. Let's just pull it up real quick. Nothing really different on it. There you go. Let's go 3 days. It's a little bigger. It's not going to impact the East Coast. Remember we were teasing that there was the Euro. It's going to be far enough off the East Coast that it'll definitely bring some winds and waves Sunday, Monday, if you're surfers. Hey, John, appreciate that, buddy. But there you go. So blue means tropical storm warnings are in effect. And as I've talked about a lot, I really wish the NHC would do stuff like this. This is a Weather Channel, weather.com. I copied it. I like this graphic. I wish the Weather Channel would do it. They only show coastal warnings and watches, but we actually have inland watches and warnings. People don't know that a lot of times because the graphic you see doesn't show the inland. So NHC, if you're watching Ken Graham, please, man, let's cover inland counties. It would be awesome. Then I wouldn't have to go looking around for it all the time. But anyway, here's your inland warnings. Everything in red is a tropical storm warning. All right, there you go. So there you go, tropical storm warning. Now, a couple things. They're not expecting anything above 45 miles an hour. The official discussion here. This shows you what they're thinking. Whoops, let me go over here. This is always good to read. This is your winds. If you're always curious what the winds are going to be, they're expecting it to be 45 miles an hour at landfall. Okay. We get thunderstorms in Florida more than that, so don't get too worked up. Man, I was talking to my buddy Dennis Phillips over there, you know, and man, it just seems like this year people are way more amped up about this tropical thingy, majiggy. Charles Spence, morning, buddy. Good question. It would be Alex because it began as Agatha, but it lost all tropical characteristics when it crossed over the high mountains of Central America or Mexico, not Central America. So Mexico mountains tore it up. It's a new entity because it lost its low level. And I had this up earlier. I wanted to brag a little bit. So we have a brew crew area for our subscribers, and I always tease things there first. And May 24th, look at this, May 24th, morning brew crew, big storm rolling off Texas. We will watch that one. That was the blob. Still seeing signs of a crossover from this week's Pacific storm. MJO keeping things juicy into middle June. This is going to help if anything tries. So there you go. I was like 10 days ago we were talking about this. So little teaser there. All right, so let's see here. That's Twitter. All right. So winds 45. Let's jump right into the satellite imagery here. This is very important. This is probably the most important thing of the whole day right here. This is your infrared satellite, and it's very. This is a sloppy, right? You keep hearing us talk about shear. I posted shear maps earlier, and somebody thought that meant that was the actual winds. No, shear is the upper level winds. So our low pressure is guessed to be about right there, believe it or not, right at the northeast tip of the Yucatan. But look, there's nothing to the north, nothing to the west, nothing to the south. You can see these cloud tops right here getting blown. Look at that, blown. So this is a classic sheared system, which means development chances are very, 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 very low that this thing could become anything more than a middle-of-the-road tropical storm. So what we're going to see is this thing treks this way. All this blob is going to stay south. It appears south. It's actually east. But all this juice is basically going to be incoming into South Florida. Even though the center is going to be a little to the north, the juice and the blob and the rainy stuff is going to be, again, Interstate 4, man. We've been talking about Interstate 4 seems to be like the dividing line forever. Interstate 4 south is the heavy stuff. So if you're wondering, this is a classic sheared early June system. We get a lot of Gulf shear in the early part of the year. And it's just making a mess of it. Now, the other side of this is this. Look at that big old blob. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? So the last 2 or 3 days, this is trends I have noticed. A lot of storms will cycle stronger in the morning, weaker at night, diurnal and different things. But this storm, every storm's got its own little pattern. This storm's pattern has been storming heavy in the morning, a lot of convection. We'll get into that in a second. The shear, as the storm grows up, big old thunderstorm. These are some big cold cloud tops. The shear just blows it off the east, and then it has to restart over again. So late last night, I think I posted it. Let me take a look. When I got home at 1:30 in the morning, man, I was scared to death we weren't going to make it. The Southwest. This was last night's satellite. So last night, this basically right here, this was last night's satellite. This was yesterday morning's blob pretty much, and it kind of worked its way throughout the day. And then we had a little bit of refire at 1:30 in the morning. Now we have a big refire. So I posted that at 1:30 that likely in the morning we're going to see a big old blob, and we do. The weather nerds here really shows it off. I was really surprised this morning when I got up how cold, meaning cloud tops. Oh, they actually invested our little guy out there. I feel kind of guilty this year. I haven't talked about the other spot. It's AL92, but it doesn't really mean anything. There is another little circle out there, AL92. So whatever. All right, Jason Bell, West Coast guy. What's up, Kathy Williams? Thank you, Stephen S. Appreciate that, buddy. I know, Ferguson, you got some storm clouds in the Caymans. Wallace, I did not see your tropical update. I'll take a look for it, man. So I'll take a look at it. All right, so this is pretty massive. Now watch these lightning strikes. So again, this is so weird, but our center is about right here. So it's the most sloppiest looking tropical system ever. But, big butt. And I'm not talking about literally big butts. I cannot lie. This is all me talking. But over the years, I have seen these MJO. We're not going to talk about it too much. This MJO, man, we predicted this. This is a pretty strong wave impacting the Caribbean right now. And, that's enhanced MJO. Bottom line, this passing of the MJO enables thunderstorms to rise, convection rise, thunderstorms, classic big, tall thunderstorms. It allows rising of air. And when I've seen these MJO cycles, you'll see things popping all over the place. And it doesn't mean storms. It just means, think about it. The last 2 or 3 days, we had a tornado that made national news here on the west coast of Florida. That kid took a picture of that spinning tornado. That was the most amazing thing ever. We had a tornado warning the day before here in Oldsmar, Palm Harbor. So this MJO, and we had big storms again last night. So whenever you plant that little bit of seed, this is like fertilizer that really helps it grow. Just came up with that. I'm going to use it forever. So anyway, we got that. And then the water's hot. It's not record hot, but it's, 83, 84 degrees. That's pretty hot. So what I'm talking about is this. This is a great satellite here. You can really start to see the circulation here. Take a look right about there. You can really start to see it spinning a little bit. So what I'm talking about is all this energy that we're seeing popping off the coast. What I'm a little not worried about, but we could see some storms, what I'm getting at, when this core makes its way up into South Florida. A little bit more storms than I think they're letting people realize, just because I'm thinking this MJO is really going to fire some afternoon storms tonight and through tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that, even though it might not be a organized, strong tropical system. We're going to see, South Florida potential. They're already talking about tornadoes. I posted this. I added the link too, by the way, if you want it. It's right here. Local NHC offices. I guess I could do impacts. That link right there goes to your local National Weather Service offices, and they have this threats and impacts imagery here, which is really good. We use it every year. It's hard to find, so I put it on the site. But this tells you wind, impacts, storm surge, what you can expect, flooding, rain maps, tornado threat. And you see the tornado threat is there. It's not, huge. It's just there is a tornado threat. And it extends all the way down through the Keys. So I added that link. Storm Prediction Center is talking about it. I think we're still only dark green. No, we're yellow now. Look at that. Hi, I knew it would be yellow soon. There's yellow. All right, so there's our tornado. Hey, 5%. That means we'll have a tornado watch. So let's get a more detailed one for South Florida. I haven't used this one in a while. More detailed. I think we are 4. We're 4. All right, cool. I like it when a good plan comes together. All right, so here's Friday. Yellow down there in South Florida. So there again, tornado threat. Will probably be a tornado watch issued soon, I would think. Hey, Nikki, what's up? Let me show you all some time frames on that. So we'll probably be live tonight, by the way, about 6 o'clock p.m. So there will be airport delays, I have a feeling. We get ground stops for severe thunderstorms on a weekday. So definitely I think we'll see delays for sure down in later as the day goes on. South Florida, almost bet money that we'll see delays. And if simply because we're in a tropical storm warning, I think there's protocols that these places, they have to take because of the winds, So if you got any plans in South Florida, you definitely need to worry about it because you do. Well, let's see what day 2 looks like. Only green yet, but it'll probably be yellow tomorrow. All right, so let's take a look at timing and stuff like that. All right, so current radar, already getting sneaky rains building in. You can see these right here. If you ever wondered, this is Southwest Florida Water Management. It's a great site. This purple line here is not Barney. It's not the big purple dinosaur. Actually, the track shifted a little south. This is your NHC track. If you're ever wondering, I love this radar map. It's phenomenal because it has Florida on it, and it also has the current track of the NHC. And it adjusts, the new tracks come out at 11 a.m. If we were to get a name, if we were to get TD01 or Alex, it would be either at 11 or 5. And my gut's telling me, I don't know, probably 5. They're probably going to let the hurricane hunters do one more flight and let them, guarantee that it's Alex. But it's got the winds. It's got 40-mile-an-hour winds. It doesn't have a closed low circulation, and you got to have a closed low circulation to be classified as a tropical system. It's very elongated, they call it. So this is live radar, by the way. And this is really not the brunt of it. All right, so let's take a look at some future radar here. I'm really curious on the HRR. Remember, we talked about it Wednesday. The HRR goes out 48 hours, and you can really get a good sense of timing. So let's take a look at that radar. This one, let's go out 30 hours. All right, so this is pretty much now. But you'll start to see these heavier bands. This is leading into noontime. Just constant inflow. This is this afternoon. Now look, we're inching towards that Interstate 4 line tonight. This is 5 o'clock tonight, but look, just constant. The big stuff's still off the coast. This is like a tease. This is like a trailer. All right, and then overnight, here we go. We're getting into the evening hours tonight. And, yeah, we could, they're I-4 again, but look at heavy cells here and there. You just don't know where they're going to be. But all these little cells are the ones you're going to have to watch for storms. You know, just I'm telling you, we'll likely be under a tornado watch. And it'll probably be through the night tonight. I haven't shown the rain maps yet, but we could be looking at up to a foot of rain in spots, okay? Especially when these rain trains unfortunately start rolling in. Let me get back to that. When these rain trains roll in this pick an area, and sometimes these things will just sit and just continually pump juice from the Gulf, and that's called rain training, and we probably are going to get that in a few spots, unfortunately. All right, so here's through the night. This is midnight. So, bam, look at that. Heavy rain tonight, midnight, big time rain. I guess I should turn my ringer off. By the way, if you make sure if you got our Mike's Weather Page app that you have your notifications on. I've been sending out notifications, letting everybody know things when the storm was designated, etc. So, if you don't get notifications on the app, it's because you got them turned off. So, you got to figure out how to turn on notifications on the app. All right, so here you go. Midnight tonight. Look at that. Same story, man. We got constant deluge all day long today. That's tonight. Naples, you know, man, Naples area, Marco Island, Fort Myers. It's really looking like you guys are going to get the initial blast of rain through today into tonight. Could be some big time flooding. This is overnight tonight. Let's go into 2 in the morning. And there you go, 7 in the morning. There's our line. There's our feeder line setting up now. These could be quite strong in the morning. There's our little bit of center showing up. This is 8 in the morning. And look, that's afternoon. That's 3 o'clock. Still down in Keys. But that's been the trend. A little bit quicker movement. It's going to get on out of here. Sunday has always been nice. That's good news. You know, I-4 just seems like south of Tampa, Lakeland, Orlando is going to be that borderline, you know, here and there, but it's not going to be a washout by any means at this point in the game. Steering flow takes whatever that direction. Now we could get a little development off the coast. I mean, if you're into that, you know, and this could end up going to Bermuda, could. But what we could see, let's go to the HRR or HWRF. I haven't used that much this year yet. This is a great model. This is TroubleTidbits.com, by the way. I have all the links up here on the site. I got them on the app linked, so you can always access TroubleTidbits.com. There you go. We love them. That's our favorite go-to site for tropics. And here's the HWRF. HWRF is a hurricane-specific model that I believe does very well on intensity. It's been very, very, very good over the years. Very good the last couple years. On predicted intensity. Never use the NAM ever for tropics. Little tidbit. Little tidbit while I'm on tropical tidbits. Don't use the NAM. NAM. MJO is the Madeline. Shelly, help me out. I talked a lot about it earlier, Tinley. It's a phenomenon that controls the juice. You plant the seed, and the MJO is the fertilizer. That great analogy. I told our crew yesterday at OSR and Tammy Kent, I said, I need to make a new slide on the MJO. That'll be my next project. The dang slide's getting so long now. I ran almost an hour. All right, so here's the HRR. See, there's that last minute strengthening, 997. This is late tonight. There you go. There's pretty much where we're talking about in between, Naples, Fort Myers area. 997 could be, middle of the road tropical storm. Very sloppy. Even though the lows here, remember, sloppy tropical systems, a lot of the action is well east. And in this case, it's been trending a little bit to the south of center. So this is what the HRR does on the other side. Break on through to the other side. Bam! 982. Holy cow. Gulf Stream. It's going right over Shelly's house. Good for you, Shelly. This is about noontime tomorrow. But we get this chance of a little strengthening here. 982, 985. And, could become, definitely could become a little something, subtropical maybe, gets opened up a little bit, merges with a frontal line maybe. But the bottom line is it could reorganize a little stronger off the coast. And that does put it kind of close to Bermuda, to the north side. Everybody's trending north of Bermuda Monday, Tuesday. So we'll see about that. They're curious if it's going to do that or not. There you go. The HMON is it's an all right model. It's not the best, but sometimes it's okay. It's predicting the same. 1,000 millibar, 998 over the Bahamas. This is Saturday morning. And then a little bit of strengthening, 990 out on the open waters. All right, some other models we can look at real quick. The GFS just ran. Let's just keep it in pattern here. Let's go back to Euro and go to southeast. We'll start off with the latest Euro. The 6Z just ran. How about that? All right, so here you go. Big sloppy system, 1,001 millibar, nothing to worry about. Just a lot of nasty squall lines and normal stuff you see on severe thunderstorms, but heavy rain still the case. Here's what a sloppy system looks like. There's your center of circulation. This is tomorrow morning. Euro came down a little bit. GFS went up a little bit. They met in the middle. Diamond Rio, ding, 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 ding. They met in the middle. And there you go. The Euro came down a tick. GFS came up a tick. 1,001 rain at the I-4 line tomorrow morning. Heavy rain possibly for the Cape South. Again, that's the I-4. Remember, I-4 goes diagonal. I-4 isn't like State Road 60. I-4 is like that. So, I-4 South. The whole world revolves around Interstate 4. All right, so here's the Euro. A little bit of strengthening, 999. There's Bermuda, by the way, right here. It could impact Bermuda a little bit. We could get some rains, have a couple of squall lines, 995, nothing to worry about. But, we could get some rains later Monday into Tuesday. GFS, big old blobby mess. There it is, almost the exact same path as the Euro now. GFS failed again. 1,001 millibar, heavy rain into tomorrow morning. This is tonight. Heavy rain, big rain, big rain. There's I-4, nothing. So the trend is the same. Look at that. Strengthening off the warm Gulf Stream, 992, 990, and possibly getting closer to Bermuda Monday, Tuesday. So that pretty much set in stone. I don't think we're going to get any surprises. It's very impressive looking on satellite, and I posted it a few days ago too. We had a big ball of convection develop off the coast. And let me pull it up here. This is another good spot. So we've been seeing these big balls of convection, even though, watch, you can watch this right here. Look at that lightning area. It's all going to the east. So you get a blow up, upper winds push the system east. And you got to have vertical stacking of the systems in order to be considered tropical. And if you don't have vertical stacking, then you don't have the low pressure tightening up and getting those big winds. So, what's up, Bill Barber? Good morning, Lord Fancy. How's my buddy Yohel? You in there today? Shelly said she's going to take care of you today, by the way. You text me right in the middle of my Iowa. Man, let me tell you about Iowa real quick. Justin, we're going to show you some rain. Good morning from Melbourne. Used to be called O'Galley, Travis. Ball Barber, what I do with my money my mom gave me for singing lessons. Obviously, I didn't spend it on money. Probably beer. Missouri, Iowa, the most beautiful country ever. I've never been there, so it was kind of, and I hit it at the right time. It was blue sky, low 60s, upper 60s. I think high was in the low 70s actually. I just loved it. I mean, other than the wind turbines, they were kind of like everywhere. It was kind of freaky. It felt like I was in a science fiction movie. And then I got up underneath one. Did you see that video? I think I put it on TikTok. Let me see. It was the weirdest sound ever, man. It was like, woof, 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 woof. It was like, it felt like I was in a science fiction movie. I don't know. Dale Keinberg. Oh, sent me a picture just now. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do it. Man, damn it. Where did I do it? Did I do it on Instagram? Oh, well, I don't know. I thought I posted it somewhere. No. Oh, well. Anyway, it was the craziest sound ever. Dale, I just got your text, by the way. All right, so let's do some rain. Let's do some rain forecast real quick. Hey, Jason Slidell. I know where that's at. I think you reminded me I was there. I forgot all about it. Christopher from Fort Lauderdale. So there you go. So nothing to worry about. First, listen off. Bottom line, everybody, sees the cone and gets all worked up, obviously. First cone of the season. I wanted to post this, but then I'd be guilty as everybody else. Believe it or not. The first storm of the season. Oh, that's a good graphic. You can't really read it. There you go. Man, you kind of read it. This is a great graphic. We haven't shared this one yet either. First storm of the season. Holy cow. It's like everybody's just antsy pantsy to have the first storm of the season. And it always happens, man. We get hyperactive reporting. I'm probably guilty too. If this was a tropical storm and the end of the season, I call people have hurricane hangover, they'd be like, let's put on The Simpsons. That's the truth. That's just the way it goes. Toward the end of the year, tropical storm, 40 mile an hour tropical storm coming to Florida. People would turn the news off. But the rain is, listen, I talk about it all the time. Rain and flooding are the biggest concerns with any tropical system. 10 inches is nothing to turn your cheek at. It's not normal summertime weather. So the flooding is going to be an issue for South Florida. Definitely. Naples, Marco Island, Southeast Florida. But all right, so this is a cool map. It's got your embedded when you could possibly start feeling tropical storm force winds. Friday, 8 p.m. down the Keys. Maybe 3 or 4 o'clock, but 2 a.m., 8 a.m. This is the earliest. So Cape areas, 8 a.m. This line is when into the Bahamas tomorrow morning by 8 you can start to feel tropical storm force winds. So Friday, 8 p.m. pretty much this evening, the Keys start to feel tropical storm force winds. Overnight into South Florida, all the way up to the West Coast here. Bradenton, Sarasota is technically in a tornado or a tropical storm warning now. So it'll get windy tonight. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. is when we'll start to feel the tropical storm force winds. So whether that pans out, and unfortunately, this is going to be one of the tropical systems. I'm telling you, I've seen a bazillion of them. Since we don't have a true core. Somebody 150, 200 miles away might get the worst part of this storm. We could have the center go across Cape Coral and, they might get nothing. It could be all on the East Coast down south. So this definitely will be one of them weird systems where the center won't really mean anything is what I'm getting at. Don't focus on the center. Bobby, our friend Bobby Blobby, Hurricane Harbor, brought up a good point. If you're ever wondering why we have tropical warnings outside the cone is just a representation of where the center is going to go. Wherever the little L is, the center point, it has nothing to do with anything else. Tropical storm and hurricane, if this is not a hurricane, but hurricane conditions can exist well outside of a cone. And that includes the East Coast mainly, east side. Michael, prime example, hurricane conditions way outside the cone. So the cone is just where the center can go. It's kind of deceiving. little bit. A couple other graphics. This one just got updated. This is another rain map from the NHC. This one's showing you pretty much the same thing. We got, I-4 line. If you're curious, I-4 is about right here. So I-4 has been the common theme. Yellow, 4 to 6 inches. Orange, 6 to 10 inches. And we're getting a little red pop. This is what I'm worried about right here. Hi, Emily.
Hi.
Little red pop, 10 to 15 inches possible. And these little guys are representing that, hey, the next update, we might have them scattered here. So it's got the potential for a lot of rain. That's not good. Precipitable water map really shows it off, too. Let's show you that. Remember, we're probably going to have a tornado watch later this afternoon. I like to look at the precipitable water map. This will really give you an idea of all the juice that's coming. There's a lot of juice out there, a lot of tropical juice. And that is the big threat. Like, check this out. Tropical juice, man. This precipitable water is incredible values. This is the amount of moisture in the air. Big time moisture. Oh, big time. See, that is a lot of juice fixing the income. So the big stuff, again, later this evening, tonight, these are very high precipitable water values. So you're gonna get a lot of rain in a short time to get there. Hey, Vivid, thank you very much. Edwin Cubans, hey, what's happening in Cuba right now? A lot of rain. Big time. It's very moist. Yo, hell, hey, what's up, buddy? Yep, Shelly said she'd take care of you, man. Who got fired? Yo, I was in Iowa when you were texting me, by the way, yesterday. I couldn't really. Holy cow! Let me share you this little story real quick. Best thing I ever did, ever. I got a new laptop this season. I had to get a smaller one because I couldn't really drive with my other one. I didn't feel safe. So I got a little small guy, and I'm trying to find a picture here for you. Let me see if I can find it. And I was able to, let me see if I can find it. I posted it in the Brew Crew last night. Here it is. Let's see, right there. And how do I click on it? Here it is. All right, so here's my picture. All right. So I got this cool magnetic second monitor for my laptop, and I cannot work without two monitors. It has been the most stressful thing over the years for me, is trying to update on one monitor. I hate it. And I also got a touch screen. Thank goodness, man. My touch screen, other one, I use the heck out of it. Anyway, so I had to pull off the side of the road. I was about 20 miles south of Kansas City yesterday, Kansas City Airport, when we got our PTC. And I had to update the app, website, text. And then on the aeroplane, guess what? At 11 o'clock, I was watching. So on the way out there, I was watching Ocean's 11. And I love that movie. Even though you've seen a movie like that 100 times, right? You still like it. So I watched the last hour. I probably should have been sleeping. Well, then I was like 10:30. I was like a little kid. I'm like, oh, the new NHC is coming out at 10:30. So I signed up for their internet. Luckily, got it working. And I was able to post at 11 o'clock. 37,000 feet in the sky, posting tropical updates last night. The 11 o'clock advisory. I was 37,000. I was high. I did not drink at the bar either. I was so good. I was like, I want to, but I didn't. All right, there you go. Big rain coming all day long. This is your radar. I-4 south. Watch these squally little lines. They could definitely be strong. There's really no point asking any questions past the fact that your radar is your best friend right now. We're probably going to be in a tornado watch for South Florida later, if not already. The supercell composite, I'm curious what it looks like. And there's that little cells coming in overnight. So unfortunately, like I said, this tornado watch probably would be overnight tonight for South Florida. So make sure you have your weather radar radios on, charged. Make sure your alerts are on your phone. I still haven't figured out how to turn mine on yet. When I get up in the morning, my Android detects that I'm awake, and all of a sudden I get all my alerts from the night before. There's your helicity. I need to figure out how to pronounce that. Anyway, it basically shows you shear, updraft shear, and that's pretty good signature. This is, usually indicates that we could possibly see supercells with rotation. And this is, again, unfortunately, this is this afternoon right here, and it goes through the night. This is midnight. This is all the way through Saturday morning, and then it's gone by Saturday. And unfortunately, our Bahamas, somebody posted that they're bringing home the ships a day early. I think I read that because Bahamas are going to get, not a fun place to be out in the water. This is, tomorrow noontime. But the good news is it's all gone by Sunday. A lot of softball this weekend, so hopefully they get through it. Newberry, no problems. I had a lot of people asking me about that. There you go. So I don't know what else to talk about. What will we talk about? Joy Flanagan went on my internet. I remember that, Joy. I had to go get a new modem. And I didn't do it this season. I got a good modem. But yeah, so the start of every hurricane season for like 3 years, I had to go buy a new modem. The modem was bad. Yo, hell, that movie is unbelievable, man. I don't know what it is. I just love it. Chase, I'm going to read some questions now. Dennis, my boy Dennis Phillips. I love that guy. Even though I hate him. No, everybody thinks we hate each other. We're good buddies. Power outages, Crystal, good question. Because the winds aren't there, like these power outages maps will come out when there's sustained winds. I think we'll see some for sure. I just don't think we're going to see widespread because a lot of our areas already experienced severe thunderstorms this year. So if the winds are no greater than what we've already experienced, then trees and branches that would have came down have already come down. So I think it's going to be very sporadic. And I was talking to Joy and Tammy at OSR, and they have a bunch of linemen that are on call, ready to go, and everybody's amped up in their trucks, ready to come to Florida. But I don't know. I don't know if we'll see anything now. As far as widespread, I think we'll definitely see some. The same theme, though, I want to bring up again. So this storm isn't going to weaken over Florida. As a matter of fact, it might strengthen a little bit as it passes through the state, and then it's going to get a little stronger over that Gulf Stream. So, the initial storms here. This afternoon. Just follow the flow. We're going to be getting incoming storms approaching from this system as it comes through. The area that could also see some that aren't really thinking about it, again, everybody's focused on landfall, but what happens here? All right, so this is Saturday night. Saturday night, definitely, once these cells get over the Gulf Stream, even though our low's sloppy and over the state still, this is Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, definitely think we're going to see the chance for some strong storms rolling in off the Atlantic. Maybe not that high. But definitely we're going to see storms 100% coming in off the Atlantic later Saturday night as this thing passes. So it's not an East Coast, West Coast. It's an all coast thing. And again, everything's pretty much down south of that. So just, East Coast will definitely get it. We're going to have a lot of wind, a lot of waves. Obviously, any developing system, we're going to see that. Here's, tomorrow, 8 p.m., depending on where the low is, we're going to see high impact winds. So coastal issues across, we won't. Another thing, not to jump the gun, a lot of questions about surge, right? This thing is coming in south of Tampa Bay. A lot of people were worried that lived Ada 2 years ago. the flow is going to be coming around the system like that. So there won't be any surge into Tampa Bay. Possibly down at Fort Myers, Cape Coral, but nothing into Tampa Bay. Hey, Ethan, the NAM is a really good model for short range mesoscale, regular type storm systems. For tropics, though, it's always been notorious to take a 980 storm and turn it into a 910 or 920 storm. It just overdoes it. And as a matter, I don't even know. Let me look at it. I didn't look at it yet. Let's see what the NAM shows for what we got cooking here. Well, it's the high resolution too. That one just ran. That would be 06. That didn't do too bad a job. I don't even think he's got the NAM on this one. NAM 3KM. Yeah, see. Definitely. The NAM 3KM really, see, almost 989. So, 989 would be pretty strong tropical storm. It just always, I mean, look at that, 970 off the coast. I mean, that's what the NAM did. See? And that, 950, 961, that's pressure. It just overdoes it. The NAM's always did it. So I got my clickbait model. So this would get me, if I was in it, oh man, I could get some likes. So I would post this picture right here. This is what we could do. We could post this picture, right? And we could make it sound like it's coming towards everybody. Like, Hurricane Alex fixing to blow up over the Gulf Stream, and current modeling has it nearing Category 2 strength as it hugs the East Coast or hovers the East Coast. High impacts for someone. But I don't do that. But if you got a weather page and you really want to get some likes, then borrow this image right here. And then be prepared. All the Mets are after everybody today, or this season. Flood potential map. This is a great one from the NHC. There you go. Marginal chance here north of Tampa I-4. This is just normal stuff, but this is the area we got to watch tonight. Individual rainfall. I didn't really show you that one yet. Let's take a look at that. I got to go. Individual rainfall. All right, so let's jump right into WPC. Take a look at Florida and take a look at rain. Let's look at total. Let's look at 6Z. There is your one map. 10 inches, purple. So there's your high impact here on the West Coast. And, of course, high on the East Coast. And there's your I-4 dividing line. Still could get an inch or so north. NHC has been pretty open about the fact that this does not have a defined center yet, and there always is that outside chance this thing could reestablish a center. And if it reestablishes a center a little to the north, guess what? Some of this rain might get past I-4, and I have to eat crow. What does crow taste like? All right, some other model maps. Let's see, Euro. Same theme, a lot of heavy rain pockets. It's all 5 inches, 4 inches, man. I mean, they're going to get a really big rain event. Lots of rain for South Florida. There's Euro. So it's just hard to tell. You can't really pinpoint where the heavy stuff's going to fall. Now, I am seeing this area right here. That one's looking a little likely. We're going to see some extra heavy rains. And unfortunately, like I said, with rain training coming in off the coast, we could technically see some heavy stuff. And the good map is just this one right here. This is the NHC. They update it every 6 hours, I think. So we'll see what they think if this line gets pushed to the north a little bit. Spaghetti models are all locking in. One thing about spaghetti models is they all use the same point that they're given from the NHC. So the NHC is established this is the center, and all the models are fed that exact same thing. They don't guess anymore. So there you go. That pretty tight little cluster. Now this cluster, if this center goes north, all these lines would go with it. And same thing, if it goes south, all these lines would go with it. But again, don't focus on the line. We're going to have more heavier action away from the center of this storm than we will anywhere else. Hey, what's up with the flights? Who's that? Joanne Wilson. Thank you very much. 12:30. Oh, that was 1 o'clock. That's Wednesday. What's today's flight? Do you know? Does anybody know today's flight? Oh, flight 3. Oh God, I can't read these things on my chat that I have opened up. When's the next flight today? I don't even know the date today. That's how bad it is. Kristen, hey, appreciate you for supporting. Love all the support. We are crowdfunded. And hey, Bobby, I quoted you a minute ago. What's 10 inches going to do to my some of these areas, man? They're flooding already with king tide. I couldn't imagine. Tides. Let's take a look at tides, by the way. God, I gotta go. I got a 2-minute countdown. Tides for fishing. That's a good site. So let's take a look here at United States, Florida, East Coast. That's actually, we don't want to do East Coast. We want to do, I always get confused when they do these. Florida, Gulf Coast, Florida Keys. That might be better. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. Let's just type up Miami tides. That's what I'll do. Google always saves the day. That map always gets me once I get to know the, here's tides for fishing. Here we go. Let's pull it up. They use cookies. Okay. I like cookies. High tides and low tides. All right. Here we go. High tide overnight. Probably not a good thing. So, looks like high tide is around midnight. And we have another one tomorrow at noon. So there are two it's around midnight. They're about 12 hours apart. So midnight tonight and noontime tomorrow, we got high tides to watch out for. Overnight tonight. Probably tomorrow, this will be the one to watch as the heavy stuff comes by. So there you have it. All right. Well, I'm going to upload this to my podcast. We got a new advisory coming out in about 40 minutes or so. The NHC is going to have a new cone of uncertainty. We'll see if they call it tropical depression yet or not. Won't change much. Here's some of the winds, very elongated. Very elongated. Look at that. But pretty defined. One thing you see too, like when you see a sheared system, click your little point and then go to 850, and then it kind of shifts a little bit to the north, and you do 700, kind of shifts it a little bit again, go to 500. Really even hard to see. That's just a lot of wind shear coming in from all directions. And of course your main wind shear is just rocking in. So this thing is sloppy. We knew that. There's your shear map. Extremely 40, 50 knots here across, just tearing it apart. Pushing everything eastward. Just, I don't see any chance this thing. It's going to be the most ugliest looking, and not in a mean way. You're ugly, Alex. All right, so listen, hey, we're going to do a live tonight for sure. Then I got a date at Chili's. I like that. So we'll do live at 6 p.m. tonight, Eastern. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate that. If you're having any app trouble or anything like that, Shelly's always there to help. You can always email us we'll get to you. Appreciate all the new subscribers supporting the page. Really appreciate that. Of course, all our great supporters, sponsors. I'm on my way over to see the crew at Universal Roof and Contracted. Remember, Phil got his roof done over the late last year, and we did some cool filming from his house showing how the crews work. They did a veteran giveaway last season. You remember? They gave away a free roof to a veteran in the state of Florida here. They do that every year. A free roof. Can you believe that? And that was phenomenal. So it's a great company that supports us. And living in Florida, believe it or not, hail and storms, roofs are a big deal. So if you need one, give them a call. Tell them you're a big MWP fan. They'll take care of you. No doubt about it. I'm on my way. So we'll see you later this evening for sure. And watch for that new NAC update at 11 a.m. We'll see if they change anything. They probably won't. So see ya.